There's a new computer virus out there. It's called Bosa. It's the first known virus aimed specifically at Microsoft Windows 95 operating system. Jeff Eleveld is in the business of helping computer users protect themselves from viruses. He's with Dolphin Developments. He's in Toronto this morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Bosa, tell me about this thing.
It's a virus that's written for Windows 95. That's the brand new operating system Microsoft came out with last fall. And it's just the first virus specifically written to attack that operating system and the files in it.
Is it elegant?
In and of itself, it's not very good. And usually the first strains of any viruses are going to have their problems before their viruses really cause the kind of problems that we know viruses to cause.
Tell me what a virus does, how it works.
Okay, what a viruses work in many different ways, but the main idea is they attach themselves to programs or diskettes and then try and replicate. Now, some of those will cause problems with your computer, try and erase files, try and destroy things. Others will just try and replicate and move around and continue to pass on their information.
So this is basically computer vandalism.
Specifically, it can be computer vandalism when they cause problems. Some people are just out there to flex their intellectual muscle. They want to show you what they can do, and the people like us try and stop them, and they try and overcome our ability to stop them.
These people ever heard of crossword puzzles?
Yeah, there are other ways to do that, you're right.
So what kind of people are these? I mean, aside from the intellectually proud,
they're the people who are challenged by computers, and when you challenge them by saying you can't get by this is a new operating system, that are no viruses out there. Somebody wants to be first. Somebody wants to say, hey, I can do something like that, and then people will learn from that and add on. And there's an underground community pretty much that makes this happen in the computer world. It's not companies and people in big buildings. It's in people's basements.
So Bosa is no big deal at this point. What is there out there that's really dangerous?
There certainly are a lot of viruses that can even cause problems in Windows 95. Because Windows 95 wants to run all the other programs out there, that's the idea behind the new operating system. It's more powerful and better, and it can run the old stuff well, therefore it can usually run the viruses too. Not always do the viruses work perfectly in Windows 95, but a lot of time they will work, and those are the ones you worry about. Things like there's a virus called the Form virus, which has wreaked quite a bit of havoc. We all know the Michelangelo virus. We've heard that kind of name. That's pretty much the most common known one out there right now. That's the one, and we still do have to worry.
Blows up computers once a year on Michelangelo's birthday or something?
Yeah, on March 6th. That's when it rears its ugly head. That's its trigger. When it looks for that date, some viruses trigger on how many times a program is run. Other ones trigger on when they see a certain program on your computer. They'll trigger for different events.
Now, I have a PC I use occasionally, although I'm not of the PC persuasion.
Right.
And I have an antivirus message that pops up saying, this program is old and you really got to think about replacing it.
Okay.
It seemed to me that this was probably just a commercial endeavor on the part of the antivirus people saying, buy my product. Should I take it seriously?
Usually that's not, and because when you buy the antivirus product, the idea behind purchasing it is they give you free updates. So they're saying to you, by this time, there's a new update out. Take that new update and use it. If you purchase that software, that will usually be free to you for a given period of time when you license this software. So you buy it for 2 years, let's say. Therefore, you get to get those free updates for 2 years. That's what they're trying to warn you, is that there's probably some new viruses out there you're not protected against.
In other words, I should be more careful about using protection when I play with my computer.
Yeah, you should just be a little bit more educated. I find out, like, make the phone call. Are you just trying to sell me something? And more than likely, if you've purchased it already, they'll say, no, what we want to do is make sure that you're not going to be infected by the newest viruses. And if you haven't purchased it yet, because sometimes these programs are given away for free, and that's legal to do that in certain circumstances, they give that to you so you have it for a little while, and then you end up needing to buy it if you determine it's a good thing to have.
Jeff Eleveld, thanks.
Thank you.
A quick break. Next hour, we'll go to New Brunswick, where they're demonstrating against new UI rules, and we'll have all the latest news, too. Back in a moment.